Okay, now everything is working like it should. We're happy. We're happy again. Let's begin with the gaming. I don't know, something was going on there. Whatever it was. Yes. Ah, good. Now we put up that on that screen. There we go. Alright. I have no idea where we should go. We have some cash. We have some bills. Broken statue.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
Well, yeah, where to go? Boom, boom.
It would be better to turn back.
Okay, not there. Kappa. Can we go up here?
Good morning, dear. Come to relax?
No thank you, madam.
There we go. Nothing over here. We're getting pretty close to the end of this game, which is nice. So it is this kind of establishment, huh? Alright, let's just talk to everybody. Hey, it looks like... Okay, sailor. Here we go. Most wanted, huh? Factory work. Okay, we cannot do anything here. Then let's go to that big building back here on the other place. Boom, 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 boom.
One more step, and your brains will be about as useful as gator bait.
Okay.
The continent welcomes us with such hospitality, doesn't it?
Beg pardon, my good man. Is the bank closed for some time?
As long as it takes Mr. Blackman to come back from Baton Rouge with more dollars.
You were robbed.
Not hardly. We had a jewel sale.
When might one expect Mr. Blackman to return?
He likely could come back most any day, but he'll be gone 3 days at the least.
Is there anyone else who could shed some light on this transaction? You see, we have come from Europe and are interested in a particular set of precious stones. It may well prove to be this same set your bank sold recently.
I ain't talking, and I don't know nothing about it anyhow.
Ooh, sensitive topic. That means foul play.
It would be better to turn back.
Foul play is in hand, huh? Hotel. Ah. Ni hao. Oh, I'm getting frame drops in this game today. That is...
It would be better to turn back.
Okay. Where are we supposed to go then?
I told you once, now don't... I told you once...
Okay. What is this letter? Bills of exchange? Okay. Okay, I have no idea. Ah.
There is one feller, goes by the name of Champagne. He's Cajun. He knows everything that goes on around these parts. You can most likely find him near a pile of planks at the end of the pier.
Everything has its price in America, isn't that what they say?
By planks at the end of the pier? Probably not that way then. That way? Or that way?
It would be better to turn back.
Oh, now we can go through here. Hey, doggy. That was a pretty hostile growling. That was seriously one pissed dog. Normally when they growl, they can, you know, can be more like a casual growl. That was wrong, like hateful growl. Really hateful growl. Oh man, poor slaves. We need to have a revolution in this game world. One where slaves does not exist. Does it mean we will find Abraham? Buy some planks. Is it even? Oh, it is even farther inside. Oh. Nice. Ah, is that him? That's not him. Hopefully we are in the right place. That Cajun?
With open arms, Watson?
Napoleon, Lafayette. Don't mind the dogs, they just don't take to the smell of gentle folks, especially foreign ones. So what can old Champagne do for you? How's about some planks for your boat, or maybe a ride in Gator's Bath?
Some other time, perhaps. People say that you know everything that occurs in this area.
Maybe so. Don't care much what them people say. What you want to know?
We are particularly interested in a recent transaction in precious stones. No doubt you are familiar with these events.
For sure that's true. Now that you say it, I reckon I heard of some swap for jewels. I would help you out, but my poor brain's like the train with no coal. What you want me to do? Now there's a bottle of some champagne or this and that. Old Champagne will have a thing or two to say to you.
Okay, we need champagne. And I wager the only place to get champagne is from the brothel. Because I didn't see any liquor store around here. Wait. What? We aren't supposed to go and buy champagne for him? He wants cash, so he can buy champagne. Oh boy.
Speaking of that, it come to me true. Was a week ago, maybe two. A butler working for a rich man made himself a jewel trade to honor and co. Looks like business to be done fast and with a quiet way. By my foot, the truth is here now.
The name of the employer of this silent partner?
He go by the name Arneson. He from far up the bayou to the east. He got some crazy notions, that'n. They must be all like that where he come from.
No doubt. One other matter. During the last few days, have you noticed any strange ship movements, especially regarding those taking leave of port late at night?
You did right by old Champagne, so I tell you true. 5 days ago, a ship, she weigh anchor in the middle of the night. She took sail right after a mess of folks brought a lot of boats to meet her and charged on board. These all came from the swamps, could be toting contraband. Anyway, left for the old world for sure. Old Champagne keeps to his own self. No reason to know nothing more. And advice to you, stay clear. Those that sticks their nose where it don't belong end up feeding the gators round these parts.
We shall consider ourselves duly warned. Good day.
And if you wants to go for a ride in the bayou or something else, old Champagne treats you right. I take dollars, bottles of you know what, right?
All right. Wait, there was actually a pub here? Oh. Okay. Ah,
Holmes, our bag! Thief! Stop! Thief!
Stop! There he is. It would be better to turn back.
what? That's where we went through before. Because we can't open these doors, and oh, we can climb over. That's the first one. Oh, we went up there. Yeah, now we just gotta figure out how to climb. Okay, there we go.
It would be better to turn back.
Okay, so you went up here, so that's why the dog barked before, or growled. They're really in cahoots with the thief. Oh man, it's a slave as well. Poor dude.
He's there.
Where is there? Okay, up there. So, can we climb up here? Okay, it's a one way. Good, stairs. Nice. Jump. Climb. In here. Nice. Oh.
Stop!
You can run, but you cannot hide. Is he luring us into a trap? I certainly think so. Actually, probably not. Since he really did not want us to follow, right? Yeah, these are not any good working conditions for these people. They deserve better. I like that he has dreads, though. Okay, you cannot jump and you cannot walk over here. Can we? We have to climb up. Do we? No? Ah, okay. Slider. There we go. Arriba! Make Kappa. Wait, are we back here? You sure? I'm gonna save here. This looks dangerous. Oh? We cannot walk that way? Ah. There we go. Whee! Auf! Aus dem Weg! Here we come! I see. They're gonna cockblock us now.
Stop right there, you two. Not a move.
But the thief, he is going to...
Thief? What thief? All I see are two foreigners tearing up my wharf, making a lot of noise. I expect you have some sort of papers proving who you are and what business you have in my parish. I assume you have proof you're here legally.
What? Of course we have papers in our bag. But that villain, well, upon my word, you allowed him to make off with our bag.
What are you insinuating, sir? Are you trying to offend me?
Gentlemen, look here. Calm down, Watson.
But can't you see that...
Watson? So you are Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Please, spare us the pretense. You know very well who we are.
And a clever fella in the bargain. Listen to me and listen up good, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
He's pointing his revolver at people.
You will leave tomorrow morning for Europe on the same ship that brought you here. No need to offload your bags. Just turn around and get back on board. Nothing good will come your way if you ignore my advice. Oh, and one more thing. Without proper papers, you're nothing more than outlaws here in New Orleans. And outlaws end up as gator bait in my parish.
Nice
With
laugh.
open arms, was it, Watson?
Holmes, enough.
It seems they were warned of our arrival and waiting for us. Let's find the wealthy side of the city and the house of this Arneson. Come, Watson, time is not our friend. Watson, let's pay a visit to this Arneson.
Alright. Now let's make a save just in case. We do not want to redo that chase scene. Who were we supposed to go and talk to? Jesus, my short-term memory is so short today. Ansel. Who is Ansel? Is it the French district? Ah, okay, yeah, we are supposed to go to the French district. Three short, one long. Ding ding, that is. You're gonna start running.
Ah, Watson, it seems we have arrived at the place. Look there, on the iron door.
Looks like no one is here, Holmes.
It's a pity, Watson. This is our only lead.
Oh, she's still there. Good. He knows. So we got a lead to our lead.
Good morning, miss. Please don't be alarmed. We won't harm you, my dear. What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Lovely. When we arrived here, you were looking through this gate. This is the residence of Mr. Arneson, isn't it? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if he is at home?
Don't rightly know, sir.
Watson,
Come now, don't distress yourself like this. Why all these tears?
Because of my little brother, Davy. He serves with Mr. Arneson, and been more than 5 days since I heard from him.
perhaps he went on a trip with Mr. Arneson.
No, sir. 'Tain't likely. I serves at the Gallagher's just the other side of the road. If they had left, I would have seen them. Something bad has happened. I can feel it.
But if you were so near, surely your brother would have cried out for help if there had been any real danger.
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's right smart in some ways, but Davy can't talk. Not a word. Besides, most evenings we visits and sees each other across the stable door. It been more than 5 days since he been there. Oh, sir, I be mighty scared. Something has happened to him. I just knows it.
Miss, take us to this stable. Watson, I think this place is indeed isolated, and therefore quite vulnerable.
There it be. I'm gonna go wait on the road. That way, if my mistress calls for me, I can hear.
Right.
It is hardly secure, Watson. Regard the lock. It has a primitive wooden latch, which is also quite flimsy. Closed tight.
Yeah, what items do we have? Yeah, let's take the knife then.
Bravo, Holmes!
Yay. Oh no.
Holmes, this horse is dying of thirst. Poor animal.
He has had no water for these past 5 days, Watson.
Unbearable.
This should prove useful.
This probably means that the sheriff is definitely involved, is crooked. Or they replaced the good one with a crooked one.
I hope this gate is not locked, because it appears quite formidable. Open!
GG.
Observe, Watson, these beautiful, well-tended flowers. Someone must care for them. Closed tight.
Let's check the back door then.
Look, Holmes, a raccoon. Come here, you little rascal.
They won't allow us too close, Watson, though the little imps are rather inquisitive by nature. Water. Closed tight.
Let's see if we can find any buckets.
Ah, Holmes, there are thousands of these mosquitoes.
We must turn back, Watson, or we shall be devoured.
Good choice of music, Captain. That is where we came from. Yeah. Let's head inside then.
What a wretched smell, Holmes.
Oh no, someone is
Quite
dead.
wretched, Watson. It is the foul stench of death. Ah, it's a ham. What a delectable aroma. If only I were hungry.
And that doesn't seem to be edible. Oh, we can take it.
Watson, hold the basin. I think you know what to do with it.
No, I can't do that. Perfect.
Yes.
Easy now, fellow. Drink up.
Let's head inside then.
Here you are, Watson.
That blood. Certainly looks so. Okay, we're done in that room. Let's go to the next one.
Closed, tight.
Close. Hide. Oh boy.
Watson, what do you make of this?
What a horrific sight.
Oh,
It has lain here for at least a week.
On the contrary, Watson, once again you see but fail to observe. The warmth of the local climate and the exceptional humidity undoubtedly sped up the rate of decomposition. Based upon my calculations, the body has been here for 5 days. Let's examine the hands. They are calloused, with traces of dirt under the nails. This would be the garden. Let's examine the hands. Let's examine the hands.
yeah, we have examined. So, but those footsteps, don't we want to check them out as well?
Interesting. The person who sat here was fond of cigars.
Okay, good. So we came from there.
Papers were burned, and great care was taken to destroy everything of any value to our case. We will find nothing further in this place. This must be Arnson. He appears fond of cigars.
Hmm. And he also appears to be fond of hunting.
Champagne. Maybe this will satisfy that old man of the same name.
Hmm.
This blood on the ground came from a deep wound. I cannot budge the handle. They must have lodged something behind it to hold fast the door. Shh, Watson, listen. Whoever you are, open up. We mean you no harm. Open the door for God's sake. It's a matter of life or death.
This is useless, Holmes.
Watson, your sensibility is appreciated. We shall come back later. These footsteps indicate a person of small stature, and the fact that they are so closely set suggests they made their way with great stealth.
Hmm. anything there. Oh.
These clothes belong to a servant, and judging from their size, he is a small man. Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here. A stone of small size, but of splendid color. It seems to have no flaws, and I doubt that it originated in the American continent.
Yeah.
Arnson, with his servant, no doubt.
And he was probably killed, or the corpse out there. Okay, we came from there, then we checked through there, came out there. Yeah, let's go upside then. It was a rare pleasure to encounter your extraordinary altruistic attitude towards your employee. Hmm. Hmm.
This book has been read often. Tales of Fantastic Hunts by D. Niles.
If it has been read that much, then...
This metal tube is approximately 40 centimeters in length and 18 in diameter. It bears a small tag which reads, "This one without defect. My sincere apologies, E. Otis."
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
It seemed pretty heavy, but he can... Oh. Two. In order to wind up this unique watch, you need to find the figures corresponding to those of the clock according to the same logic. 2 digits are already marked to help you figure out what method to use. Okay, so this 1, 2, and 4 could be red herrings. So 2 and 3 here are correct. Well, this seems like a worthwhile puzzle to do. Does that mean that this one should be at 2 and the long one should be at 3?
A newspaper from 5 days ago. Someone has torn the last page. Well, it seems Arnson.
Oh, sorry. This place seems to be pretty thoroughly clean.
This should prove useful.
What Useful for what?
Closed tight. Whoever you are, open up.
This is useless, Holmes.
Watson, your sensibilities.
I think we're done in here. That's what to double check. Wait, you could... Okay, so there's some items we have forgot to pick up. One of them in here.
This should prove useful.
Go. I'm not sure exactly. We've been checking all of these, but you should be able to pick up some of the flowers.
This should prove useful.
Oh, no wonder.
This should prove useful. This should prove useful.
Despite of us actually haven't been looking at these flowers, you really couldn't see that you could pick them up. That was evil.
This should prove useful.
Oh, maybe we're supposed to use the flowers in order to concoct some... When did we find a metal rod? Ah. Okay. So we're gonna give someone some flowers later on. Wait, so I actually picked up the metal rod by accident over here somewhere. Nice.
Footsteps. Let's see. Some footsteps or marks, not clear enough to make out. Let's see if there are others. Some footsteps or marks. Some footsteps or marks, not clear enough to make out. Blood. However, given the small amount, the wound should be superficial. Wait, this is interesting. There's a trace of mud here. Blood. However, blood. However, some footsteps or mark. Some footsteps or mark.
Okay. Good. We found everything on that. You're not gonna go there.
Footsteps. Let's see. Watson, regard the traces in the soil. A body was dragged here recently.
Yep.
Undoubtedly, it was a man of great size. More traces of mud. A person wearing shoes thick with fresh mud entered the garden by this gate. They entered the house and then returned, dragging a body back along the way. This erased some signs of their former movements, but not entirely. Fortunately, I have a particular talent for tracing footsteps. A neglected art indeed.
We cannot get through there as of yet. Let's see here. I just want to see if we have. Hold on a sec, we haven't done that part yet. As far as I know, you need to go through everything.
Ah, it's a ham. What?
Otherwise, you will not be able to progress. That makes this game really evil, in a sense.
Blood. Blood.
Blood and damnation.
Blood. Blood. The person was struck with a sharp object as they entered. You can see the trail of blood that continues past the staircase.
Let's see. Oh, do I have the fauna and flora? No, we don't have the fauna and flora. We're gonna need it. What? Okay, now we got fauna and flora.
Ah, a book on the... Closed, tight.
Wow. Okay, so oh no, this is evil. Okay, so you need to go through all of the evidence, pick up everything. If you do not, then you will not trigger a certain. Wow. Okay, that is evil.
This is useless.
This game is evil. Big bounce. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go through here and see if we've done it. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Okay.
What's this? Someone placed their hand near this footstep. Judging by the size of the fingers, it seems to be a youth. Why would they lean down here? Of course, to pick something up. These footsteps indicate a person of small stature, and this blood on the ground came from a...
Yeah, we've done that already.
Blood!
Blood and damnation.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've done those.
Blood! The person... The body was dragged from behind this door.
Ah!
Holmes!
There we go.
Here!
Very interesting. This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again.
What? Oh. Oh. It's probably related to the books. In this case. It could be something with this. I don't think so. The patterns does not really. Let's see here. 15. No. Whew. The sad part with this puzzle is that there isn't really a lot of information in order to figure out this password. Most of the time, this game leaves behind clues and so on. But I haven't really been able to find anything, any data that fits this format. Behind what painting? Oh no, we can see what painting it was.
This is useless.
Let's look at the beverages. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the wine years.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
What? Oh, I was talking to Watson instead of trying to open the door. What? What? That was...
Whoever you are, open up. We mean you...
This is useless, Holmes.
Watson, your sensibility is a... This is useless.
So, could it be anything with the reports? No, we only have one report. Hmm. Wait, the aroma repels these menacing insects. The simple presence of a lemon tree in front of a window is enough to dissuade them from entering. Okay, nice. And Okay, there we have the password. Solve this one, and you have the password. These 4 will go to the first row. These 4 will go to the other row, and then the other. Now, I have no idea how to solve this one though. 2 digits, this 9, 3 and 2, 3 are already marked. The red ones doesn't have to be correct. They could be wrong. They most likely are wrong. Red herrings. Like this becomes 12 and this becomes 6. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. I mean, do you need to wind 2 times in order to get to 3? Wait a sec. If we see that this is... Let's see that this is 12. Where is it? Division doesn't really seem to make sense here. But these 2 together would be 12 and these 2 become 6. More information about. Oh, that is so evil. I would never have been able to see that. That is evil. Okay, I kinda looked it up. But I understand how it works. I would never have seen that pattern with only 2 numbers. If we had 3 numbers, I would be able to see it straight away. Like these 2 and 4, you don't know it. These should have been black numbers, if you ask me, not like this. Because they could have been red herrings, but they are not. Okay. So here. 7. How many numbers can we divide? Can be divided with 7? 7 can be divided by 1. 7 can be divided by 7. 2. 2. 3. It can be divided by 1 and it can be divided by 3. That's 2 different numbers. 2. 9 can be divided by 1, 3, and 9. That's 3 different numbers. So we get a 3. The same here with 10. 10 can be divided by 1. It can be divided by 2. It can be divided by... Can it be divided by 4? 2.5? No. I guess no remainders go with this. So it can be divided by 5 and then by 10, so 4. Yes. I actually need to write this down. I think this might actually be this game's most difficult puzzle so far. There we go. First we have 12. Oh boy. Let's begin here by 1. One divided by 1. 2 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. 4 divided by 1, 2, 3. 5 divided by, that is 2. Let's see. 6 is divided by 1, by 2, by 3, by 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 7 is by 2. 8. 1, 2. 1, 2, 4, 8. So that's 24, 24. 9 is 3. 10 is 4. 11 should be 2. And 12 have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not with 5, with 6. Then with itself, 7. One divided by 1, divided by 2, divided by 3, divided by 4, divided by 6, divided by 12. Okay, 6, not 7. There we go. We have the password.
Very interesting.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Vax? How you doing? 1, 2, 2, 3. Yes, Jalen, what about you?
Nothing can stop an inventive and logical mind.
We're doing good. We struggled a bit with this.
Bah, it's only an air pistol. I would be hard-pressed to shoot a nestling from a branch with this weapon. Besides, it's not even loaded.
But yeah, we're doing great.
Bah, it's only...
We got a key. I think I know which door that one goes to. Let's save. Today we will beat this game. I actually think we will play all 3 Sherlock Holmes games. Sherlock isn't impressed by the small pistol. Yeah, definitely not.
Whoever you are, open up.
This is useless, Holmes.
Watson, your sensibility... Whoever you are, open up.
Okay.
This is useless.
Watson, your sensibility...
We have a key. We have checked everything in here. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do with this key. There's no locked door. Oh, right. Yeah. There is one locked door. This one. Oh.
Watson, that shouting. Something is happening.
This must have come from the stables, Holmes.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Repairs, I think. We better run. You know, normally the game is played like this, but I kind of like the first person view of
Closed
this.
tight.
They might be trying to bait you. Yeah, definitely.
This must have come from the stables, Holmes.
Don't know if this game does such tomfoolery. I'm not sure. I mean, they have already tried to do that a bit, though. Okay, who has been strangled?
They've bolted the door. There's no time for anything else. We must force it open. Quickly, Watson. We must find something to serve as a battering ram.
We must act quickly, Holmes.
Watson, this can serve as a ram to take down the door.
Wooden log. Metal tube. Okay. Oh, more! They are really strangling her. Or hanging. To be more precise.
Watson, tend to her.
Holmes, hold on. There is a message pinned to this unhappy woman.
Do you think that in this city the life of one English detective is worth much more than that of a black maidservant? Final warning, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, she is still in shock. I must stay with her.
Yeah, I know. I think I know who did this. That was the sheriff work. Most likely. I have no proof though. Are you real?
This picture is sinister.
Oh?
Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here.
Oh. Let's go to items then. Metal tube, huh?
Strange drawing. It says, only the best gunmen earn the finest arms.
I was hunting a bear. I kill him with my bare hands. Oh, good one, Vax.
It says, only the best gunmen earn the finest arms. It says...
Okay. We don't want to read that again. Holmes. Hey, goat simulator, huh?
What is inscribed here? My best trophy. A strange hunter, this Arnson.
I think it must be because of the beard. Or because he only got one horn. Nope, here's the horn.
A lovely piece. I must say it's the highlight of this exhibition, but I dare say it shall prove useful. This Arnson has a good sense of humor. He and this girl should be very close. Perhaps she has some information. This Arnson has a good...
That lady?
It says only... Surely there is something behind this fresco. This hole must be part of some mechanism.
Oh. Am I supposed to use the metal rod here?
Surely there is something behind it.
Is it a ruby then?
Surely there is something behind this
Okay.
fresco.
We're not supposed to use the ruby.
Surely there is something
Okay. And not the key as well.
Surely there is something behind it.
And no flowers. No broken
Surely
statue.
there is something...
Well, that one was kind of given though. Okay, so there's probably something in this room which we're supposed to put in there.
Arnson should be in these pictures. Arnson should be in these pictures.
I cannot find anything more here. Sadly. Oh, but that probably means we need...
Ingenious. Standing on the stone activates some mechanism. It will be necessary to get a shot in that hole while standing on the flagstone that starts the mechanism. But the pistol is not loaded. It will be necessary to find another way, and I must do this alone, as Watson must remain with this poor young woman. Ingenious. Standing on the...
Okay, can I grab that gun now? From this room?
Bah, it's only a...
Yeah, but...
Bah, it's only... Bah, it's only...
Can't take it. How am I supposed to shoot then? Oh, okay. So we're not gonna use a gun, even though he said that you had to shoot. Gonna try something else.
Nothing can stop an inventive and logical mind.
And here I was trying to figure out how to make Holmes pick up the pistol. Because he said that you had to shoot.
The same woman seen in the trophy photograph.
Yes. To my darling, get something. This bouquet will forever be the true symbol of our love. Okay.
Very interesting.
Oh, old Sans Frank, Pansy and the Demon Rock, take front of jellyfish.
How dreary, the swamp. We must hold fast, as it is imperative that we go there tonight. Everything in good time. First, I must find Watson.
Sure.
It is possible to take down an elephant with one shot using these weapons. Unfortunately, the metal grid is too solid to break through.
Okay, we're done here. The game was quite clear on that. To Watson! Ah, okay, good.
Perhaps it is time to take care of this young man. Everything in good time. First, everything in good time.
Okay. First to...
Closed, tight.
Closed, tight. There we have the door. To Mr. Watson. Weird special effects there, huh?
Watson, read this. It sheds light on a dark and sinister enterprise.
Arneson was in contact with the Northwood Agency. He wanted to inform them about the activities of Ashmat. But why?
Because his servant was secretly selling the same stolen jewelry sought by this agency.
And now we have a
How
jewelry.
is she, Watson?
It will be difficult for her to speak for some time. She had a narrow escape.
Can she walk?
Yes, but why?
Come with me. Your brother is behind this door, miss. He is wounded, but only superficially. It is extremely urgent that he opens this door. Can you call to him? Perhaps it will draw him out.
David. David.
Young man, I know that you can hear and understand me. We are here at the request of your sister, who is with us now. She is very worried about you, and rightly so. The man with me is a doctor. He is going to look at your wound and ease your suffering. Please come out. Everything will be all right.
Open the door, Davy. These gentlemen talk true. Come on now. Open up the door for Eula.
Miss, you should go and get some food for your brother. He must be very hungry. Have you finished, Watson?
Well, yes.
Very well. Please understand, my young lad, and you too, Miss Eula. We are here to solve an affair that risks many people's lives. Furthermore, we have very short time to save them. As for you, young man, you know some very important things. You must tell us everything and leave nothing out.
But what are you
Listen to me. I will tell you a story. Davy, 5 days ago, at night, you were woken up by noises from the dining room. First, you heard the voice of the gardener, and then a loud blow to the floor. You got up and took the candle, which was lit. Then you went to the dining room. On your way, you found something on the floor and picked it up. It was likely a piece of paper. Afterwards, you went to the door of the dining room and saw the dead body of Colin the gardener soaking in a pool of blood. You also saw Ashmat, the other servant, dragging Mr. Arnson, who seemed dead, towards the door. Ashmat saw you, struck at you with his knife, and caught you in the arm. Seeing that this blow had not killed you, he raised his knife to strike again and eliminate the only witness to his heinous crime. But something stayed his hand. The item you picked up was far more important. He paused to snatch it up, giving you time to run away and barricade yourself in your room.
But if you were there, why didn't you do anything?
Mr. Holmes was not there, miss. But if he tells you that things have happened in such a way, you should believe him without any doubt.
Then you are a kind of hoodoo man.
In some way.
David, do this man tell it true? Is this what happened? The good man saved us both. Do what he tells you, Davy.
Listen to your sister, young man. Now, Davy, can you recall what was on that piece of paper? Think hard now. Watson, your notebook. Be attentive to everything he draws and copy it down exactly.
Ah, I see. Coordinates. Latitude and longitude.
Holmes, can we trust these figures and make sense of them? I mean to say, consider this boy's affliction.
Ah, this boy. A strange one, isn't he? Watson, let's escort him and his sister to her employer.
This be the Gallagher's place. Thanks, misters.
Miss Eula, we should be thanking you. Now, take good care of your brother.
Attica has
Watson, we must
very
move
good
quickly.
memory.
The
I
enemy
forget
is close at hand,
every-
and there's another place we've yet to examine.
I kind of wanted that lemon though.
Yes, Watson, we must pass this way. Before we venture further, we must find some protection from this merciless insect horde. Wait for me here.
Let's try the lemon tree. See if it works. Lemon tree, oh lemon tree.
It's a
Should
matter
prove useful.
of magnitude.
Thank you for the host, Thug. How you doing? Oh, we cannot take the lemon tree this time? Oh man. I thought it was the lemon tree that was the... We got the lemon. This is the game where Watson teleports instead of walks? Ah, Watson can walk around, but he did teleport somewhere. Okay, we have a lemon. Okay. Hey yo, how you doing, Thug? Thank you for the host. I hope life is awesome.
Watson, cover yourself with lemon juice. It will protect you from the mosquito stings.
Do you know any similar trick to avoid the sting of bullets? We likely need it soon.
Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, we did it. Lemon was the way. Let's make a save. I really like the theme song for this game.
There are
It's
signs of a struggle here. Perhaps Arnson regained his senses and fought back. Blood, and in large quantities. This bush has been stripped of its lower leaves and slightly uprooted. Someone grabbed hold of the brambles and refused to let go. His adversary, unable to get him down due to the man's tight grasp, must have cut off his hand. I would say his right.
What a horror!
nice thing.
Rather, and quite determined.
And we kinda we're kinda thinking of playing through 3 of the games. This is Awakened, so after this one it should be one with Lupin and the other one with Jack the Ripper.
A boat was waiting here. Watson, it seems everything leads to the swamp. How can we get there?
Swamp
We must
time.
find that fisherman, the one at the docks who gave us information. He could help
How
us.
much have we whittled down the backlog?
You're quite right,
A
Watson.
lot.
Besides,
But
it
not-
would be wise to
not
visit a
enough.
young woman.
A young woman?
It's definitely over 300 games. But the Steam library should be around 160 games left. So that we could take it down quite a bit. Will never be enough, lol. Kappa.
Run, Watson, run!
Uh-oh.
We outran them, Holmes.
Surely not, Watson. They ceased their chase.
It's like
only
fighting
when
the
they
ocean
saw we
tide.
continued towards the port.
Yeah.
Apparently, they have orders to kill intruders only as a last resort.
Is this supposed to reassure me?
Mm-hmm. It's like fighting the ocean tide. Yep.
Good evening, my darlings. Come to have a little fun,
We
have
need
you?
to talk to
Well,
one here.
No, madam. We merely wish to speak with one of your boarders about an extremely urgent matter.
Of course you do, darling. How much money you looking to spend?
The matter is, madam, I must protest. It's not what you think. This is extremely urgent and involves nothing questionable.
Oh, sure. I understand. I know all about these urgent matters you fellas have to talk about with the girls. But unless I see the color of your money, you and your urgent matters best keep on moving. At least there are 2 of you. You could always lend each other a hand.
What did she just say? These Americans have such colorful expressions.
We don't have any cash. Is the ruby
What
enough?
else do you want? We have work to do. Good evening, my darlings. Come to have a little fun, have you?
Well,
No, madam. We came to give this bouquet to one of your boarders. You know who I'm talking about. We have something very important to say to her.
Good evening. You brought these flowers? Who are you? What's happened to...
Mr. Arnson? We still do not know exactly what has happened with the gentleman, but we are here to try and find out. Listen to me, miss.
Lucy.
My dear Miss Lucy, my friend and
Oh,
I
so
have come
that
here
was her
all
name.
the way from England. You may have seen us this morning with the sheriff.
Are you working for him?
No, actually, we suspect him of obstructing our investigation. Our case has some remote
Yeah, he
connection
shot
with
at
Mr.
us.
Arnson, so we went to his home to talk with him. While there, we found evidence he has been abducted and one of his servants had been murdered.
Kidnapped? But why?
I don't know. But time is running out. Please tell us what you know about Mr. Arnson. And, Miss Lucy, omit nothing. Even the most trivial of facts may prove to be of great importance.
He is such a kind man and had promised we would be married this autumn. He arrived in New Orleans about 2 years ago. He's a hunter and was to stay but a few weeks. He was after something in the swamp, Lord knows what. Then we met here. I had just started working, you see. Madam said that she would let me leave only if my debts and worth to her was paid off in full. A few weeks ago, Mr. Arneson, said that he had the solution. Maybe he had the money and was kidnapped by people who wanted it. It would have been a small fortune to most folks around here.
And you know where he could have hidden it?
Oh, I don't care about the money. If it could bring me back Errol, I'd give it away gladly. He showed me a secret room upstairs. He shoots with a gun to open it. He says that nobody else can succeed but a real marksman. Behind the wall is a cupboard with weapons and a little box hidden behind a big rifle. His money is inside. To open the gate of the cupboard, he uses signet ring that he wears on his right hand. But how can any of this help you? You don't have his ring.
You have been of greater assistance than you may realize, Miss Lucy. If Mr. Arnson is still alive, we shall bring him back to you. Come on, Watson. Now, Watson, let's explore this swamp.
Yeah.
We must find that fisherman, the one at the docks who gave us information. He could help us.
Fisherman at the docks. This is the docks.
I have no reason to go there.
What? But that's the fisherman. Is this the fisherman? No, that's not the fisherman. Fisherman at the docks. Okay, here we go. Take your champagne,
Will this cover the cost of a boat?
It been kept in a bad way. My foot, it warm now for sure. All this'll get you is them planks from the woodpile around there.
And one of your lanterns.
Sold.
What do you expect to do with this, Holmes? Build a raft?
Watson, let's pay a visit to this Arnson.
Would you be so kind as to explain to me
There's
why
a
we are
boat
coming
hidden
back
here.
with these wood planks?
We are searching for a signet ring, Watson.
And how do these planks help us find it?
We must recover the hand that wears it, so we must find a way to lure its finder.
But whom are you talking about, Holmes?
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance. Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
What is her name? Elusia? What? Ela.
Your intentions are good, my dear
No?
Watson, but you have missed Your intentions are good, my dear Watson.
Okay, not the
but
sheriff.
you have missed everything of importance. Your intentions are good, my dear Watson. Your intentions are good, my...
Okay, honestly, I have no idea who has it. What? What? What?
The facts speak for themselves, Watson. The key that unlocks Anson's cupboard is the signet ring he customarily wears on his right hand. There was the very same severed by one of his kidnappers when the poor man clung to the bush we saw on the way to the bayou. It so happens that raccoons are attracted by carrion and also are quite taken by shiny objects. No doubt one has made off with our missing hand and its ring. I noticed their tracks nearby, and no doubt they have a nest in this area. Find the raccoons, and we find our hand.
As you put it, it seems quite obvious, Holmes.
It's simplicity itself. But now we need to place some bait so the little fellow will come out and take us back to his den.
Yeah, that totally makes sense if you could couple that blood spatter to losing a hand. Yeah. Hmm. Does it mean that the tree is up here? This tree? No. Where can we put it? Where's a tree we can climb? Because it is honestly a tree, right? Okay.
Closed tight.
Yes, it's closed tight. We might have to use the spoiled meat.
I'm going to set this outside to attract the little devil.
Are we going to put it out here? Not over there. Okay. Where the heck can we put it? Ah. Honestly, where? I feel like I've been everywhere. Oh my god, now we can see it.
Watson, there's the nest. It's on the roof above the balcony.
Sacre crêpe. Up we go.
Excuse me, madam. I'm merely passing by with no wish to disturb you, although I'm sure you found Mr. Arnson to be a man of good taste.
Those puns.
Here's what we need to buy a boat.
What a splendid weapon.
Indeed, it'll be of great advantage in the swamp.
Good. We can finally shoot people. This game is finally turning into Call of Duty. That is good.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Holmes, and gone back on your boat.
It's the sheriff. Quickly, load the rifle, Holmes.
No, Watson. Forget the gun and see to the ladder, and quickly.
Okay, let's save the game before we die.
Let's go, Watson, to the port.
There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Narrowly escaped again.
Have we enough to buy a boat, sir?
For sure.
Excellent. Could you tell us the best way to reach the swamp area nearest to the rich parish?
That's simple enough for any fool. Sail along the river crook and keep close to the shore.
There is one last service you can do for us. The boat from which we disembarked is scheduled to leave tomorrow for Europe. Could you take a message to the crew for us? We may need for them to hold their departure until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Will do.
And one last thing. How may we identify Old Sam's racks from any others?
Old Sam's racks be marked with blue and white tops.
Now, Watson, let's explore this swamp.
Now, I'm a bit curious. Oh, we're still on 7? Dang. Let's make a save here. Dang, that means we probably will not beat the game today. Here we go.
Here is the hidden passage near Old Sam's racks. We are on the right course, Watson. Here is the hidden passage near Old Sam's racks. We are on the right course, Watson.
Whoa.
Nothing of value there, Watson. Here is the hidden passage near Old Sam's racks. We are on the right course, Watson. Blood!
Here now, this is hardly reassuring.
Oh boy.
But what is this horror, Holmes? Where have you taken us?
Near the goal, Watson, near the goal.
I can think of nothing useful. What are we to do, Holmes? Good God! Look in the water! What monsters!
No, Watson, they are crocodiles, and apparently not very accommodating.
I can think of nothing useful. What are we to do, Holmes?
Shoot
We
them.
must find some enticing food to lure them away from here, Watson. Let us think.
Holmes, I fail to see how they feed these creatures, and do not rely on me to dive in.
Maybe we can shoot one of the corpses down.
Bravo, Watson. Here is what will draw these reptiles in that direction and free the passage.
Much better. But let's hurry and get ourselves across before we become their next course.
Nothing of value there, Watson.
Looks like they disappeared.
Attention, Watson. We arrive. Stand ready.
Here now, this is hardly reassuring.
Hehe.
Watson, see what you can do for this poor man. His servant took a harsh and terrible revenge by letting him go to these wild men. As for the others, I'm afraid we are too late.
Oh.
I haven't examined everything yet.
Pitiable and blind fools! Are you not aware of the Great One's arrival? Even now, his servants are coming across his kingdom, and the enlightened will give up their flesh to him. All will be present for his awakening. Do not fight the calling. Soon he will end his dreaming, and your world will be swallowed whole. Bow down and give thanks. You are the food of his new world.
Dude, you read too much Lovecraft. What?
I've got it, Holmes.
You're killing Watson. Nah, he didn't. That was a
This sinister fellow
elephant
was also a cannibal. Bored by
sedative
seafood, was he?
gun.
I won't do that. This is useless. What a strange book. I've never seen these idioms before. How perfect. It'll provide welcome diversion during our return voyage. A good number of people have been here, not long ago, and indeed not freely.
Bang.
Holmes, help me to carry him to the boat. I really can't say if he will survive the voyage back.
There we go.
By the devil, that'd be Arneson.
Indeed. Do you know someone who can be accommodating and tend to him?
You takes yourselves round and seize that little Lucy what lives on the boat.
I know where Lucy is. Please, help my friends to lift this poor man to the wharf, and I will go find Miss Lucy.
What can we do for you, my pretty one?
Dear madam, could you tell Lucy that we have found Mr. Arneson, and tell her to hurry? This may be her last chance to see him while he still breathes.
Lucy! Lucy! Ah, here you are. This gentleman found your fella.
My God, can it be true?
Sure enough, as he say.
What have they done with you? Oh, my poor love.
He has lost his hand and is in deep shock. But with rest and tender care, he has a good chance to survive these injuries.
Oh, madam, please, please.
If I could have a moment, we found this sum of money, which is a large amount, and belongs to Mr. Arneson. I think it is fair to entrust it to your care.
Well, this seems all right then.
I will take good care of you. You'll see, my love.
About Arneson's place, there was some disorder left there. If you could be a good man and set things right.
You can count on old Champagne for every little thing. Now that's a fact.
I can see our friend is in good hands. We better hurry, Watson. I see our ship is making ready to leave.
Necronomicon, huh? What is he doing?
Watson, I have told you several times now, I am not to be disturbed.
But Holmes, you have been locked inside your cabin for all of 4 days now. Outside, the sun is simply radiant, and the wind from the sea...
If you approach me, Watson, I will throw you out. Now, leave me.
Blast it all, Holmes. I am bored. I can't take these sailors' conversations for another minute.
We have an understanding, Watson, each to his purpose. I will look to the translation of the book. You are to study the figures written out by our young friend Davy. Now, get on with your task and leave me to mine.
But you know that these enigmas are not my strong point. Wouldn't you have some other task, which is better suited to my skills, Holmes?
Of course. You're a man of letters, after all. So, return to the bridge, take your trusted notebook, and apply your mind to editing this small writing.
Agreed. On what subject?
It is my monograph on the calculated trajectories of gull excretia. Good day, Watson.
GG.
I see we have received a message, undoubtedly from my brother Mycroft.
There we go. Dang. Have we already done this for 2 hours? Oh boy. Sherlock, you should receive this letter upon your return from the Americas. Black Edelweiss Institute and found evidence serious breaches. Dr. Gygax was also found detained. Hmm. Okay.
Strange. Here, read this, Watson.
Indeed, but the possession of such a treasure is an end in itself. Why the devil go through with such an elaborate masquerade?
Money is often the motive of the basest acts, but not in this case. These are deep waters indeed, Watson. These people follow some other dark purpose, so desperate that it justifies any sacrifice and great risk.
You frighten me, Holmes.
I know. Sometimes I frighten myself. Enough of idle speculations, Watson. I asked you to study the figures drawn by young Davy. No doubt they are some cipher. What do you make of them? Your intentions are...
Well, you see, there's a slash here. No slash here. Here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9. 1, 2. This one likes a 5. It has 2 9s instead. It doesn't end up. So splitting everything in 9s doesn't really work out, and then extracting the number which doesn't appear doesn't seem to work. This seems to be. Maybe you can do that, but we should get out the coordinates, some Cartesian coordinates, anyways. Or latitude, longitude.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson. Your intentions are good. Your intentions are good. Your intentions are good, my dear Watson. Your intentions are...
Okay, I honestly have no idea. What is the solution to the code? Filtering.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but
I honestly don't know what value they are looking for here. Oh shit! My thought was actually right. Okay, so you split them into 9s, and then you take out the number that. Then you take out the number. Okay, it's. I said that you should take out a number which doesn't appear, but you should take the number which is a duplicate.
indeed, they are open to but one possible meaning, even if it eludes me at present. As for my own enigma, I have failed to penetrate the secrets of this book. The language is archaic, and my own modest knowledge of ciphers is sorely tested. I have succeeded in drawing forth only insanities and other absurdities. According to this book, if my translation is exact, if one makes this mark with human blood, and then with conviction recites this illuminating verse, the victim is mesmerized or demon to leave his mind. I tell you, Watson, this reads like complete gibberish. I do not know what to make of it.
How did you say it? What? These drawings, what a horror. I tell you, Holmes, this book gives me great unease, as does almost everything to do with this affair.
I just recalled, Watson. Didn't Barnes, the bookseller, tell us he had studied ancient history? Perhaps he might help us with the translation of this book. We must seek out better minds, for we are at a standstill. I have not the slightest idea where they could have taken these people and what consequences await them. Let's take our leave and see if Barnes might be of assistance.
Okay. Let's go to Barnes. Map. Barnes bookstore.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, a real pleasure to see you. I say, where have you been? You've stayed away for some months now.
Indeed, we took a very long journey and barely made it back. However, we have more important matters to discuss. Didn't you say you have some knowledge of ancient people, their language, writings, and customs?
Indeed I did, Mr. Holmes. Why do you ask? What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
You are just the man we need. I ran across this esoteric text during our travels and wondered if... Is there something wrong, Barnes?
Mr. Holmes, wherever did you find this? This book, it is worthy of a museum.
If you could be so good as to translate some of these fragments for me, I would be in your debt. I am particularly interested in these pages here. They are in the poorest condition and therefore appear to be the most used.
With pleasure. I will get to work straight away and keep you informed of my progress.
It's like, oh, okay, it's written in blood. No, stay away from this. That dude is probably part of the cult. Okay, what should we do now, though? Back to Baker Street. Oh, okay, we're supposed to talk with the newspaper boy.
Strand! Get the Strand! 3 ships still missing at sea. All aboard feared lost. Get the Strand! Latest word on the missing ships.
Give me the latest edition. There's a good lad.
Thank you, mister.
Watson, consider the news of all these missing ships. I have an idea, but it will be necessary to secure a chart for the Scotland coast and nearby seas. No point in asking Barnes. I have no desire to divert his attention from the translation.
True enough, Holmes. But where else would we find such a chart?
It's elementary. It is a sea chart we seek. We must go to the harbour.
Go to the harbour.
Good day, sir.
Good morning to you, gentlemen. Would you care for a pint, or perhaps something finer?
Thank you, but at the moment I have need of information and will have to miss another glass of your fine ale. More's the pity. Would you happen to know where I could find charts of the local waters?
They're all kept at the harbour master's office, but I'm afraid only those with port business are allowed to enter. I trust you understand.
Precisely. What I need is a chart of the Scottish area, where all those ships have wrecked recently.
Indeed, such a sad tale. All those poor souls lost at sea. It seems as if the very devil is at work there. Hang on, a chart of the Scotland coastline, you said? It seems to me I have one in my room over there, behind the bar. Here's the key. Take it and have a look for yourself. If you find it, it's yours for the taking.
I need something.
Yes. Lord Rochester Sons embarks on India.
A photograph of Rochester as a young man.
Rochester.
I have what we need, Watson. Now, let's examine this map. Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson.
56. 6. Forty or 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 6. Um. Oh, okay. Four, 3. Okay, let's see here. So there we have 6, 1, 3, 4. So 6, 10. Oh. Honestly, yeah, so it should be here on 6. Then we should be down here. So 40, 50, 100. 613.
Let us pause to...
But yeah, it did like 36, 34. Maybe now we will find it. We should anyways be here at 06. I think it's up here. It could be any within this square. Here, 57 to 6. So it is in this area. Either that or it's here. I think it's here. Or it's going to be 56, 36. Then we have 06, 34. So it would be in this area. Nah, we're gonna check this up.
Watson, that's what those
There we
mysterious
go.
figures meant. Longitude and latitude. They indicate a point along the Scottish coast called Ardnamurcombe. Let's bring back the key to the tavern keeper and see if
Finally.
he knows this place.
Finally. I have no idea what I did exactly wrong earlier, because that was where we were looking at.
Did you find everything to your liking?
Indeed, you are as good as your word. I found the charts just as you said. Does the name Ardnamurcombe mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. It's a lighthouse along that very coastline. Legend has it, the place was built over a pirate's hideaway. In fact, now that I think on it, that spot is right in the middle of the tempest that is taking down all those ships. Rather odd-looking building. They say the chap who built it, Stevenson I believe his name was, that he fancied up the entrance with foreign symbols, Egyptian obelisks and even a dog with wings. Strange fixings for a lighthouse, isn't it?
Wait, where are we supposed to go? They want us to go to Barnes. That's not Barnes.
Mr. Holmes, I was able to translate the pages that you wanted. Come, I will show you. This book is quite ancient. It tells of a terrifying sect devoted to strange entities. The descriptions are vague, but we can presume the origin of this myth arises from the destructive Leviathan represented in the Bible, a creature said to sleep and dream in a strange city under the sea.
A nightmare sleeping within the sea.
To be exact, the pages you asked me to translate are in fact a prayer or invocation to this entity and the description of the ceremony associated with it. To be frank, what is described in this book would make one laugh, were it not for its reliance on such horribly obscene, morbid, and bloodthirsty language.
And this ceremony, what can you tell me about it?
Promise me you will not laugh. The book says that hundreds or thousands of years ago, during a particular alignment of the stars, a priest performed these rites, invoking the name of a destructive Leviathan. The priest intoned his name and called for his return to this earth so his followers could give him his due. The priest then asked a representative of each nation on the earth to recite the invocation and sacrifice themselves to the sea from atop a colossal natural rock tower surrounded by water. All this is quite absurd, isn't it?
Pray continue, Barnes.
As you like. It goes on to say that the ceremony must be held under the image of the messenger of the outside gods. Nothing more exact is said on these entities. However, from their description, their messenger would have a form rather close to the Egyptian Sphinx, except that his face is without feature and jet black in colour.
Faceless,
So an
huh?
idol in its likeness must be present during the ceremony. But can you imagine that? Some so-called priest and an international crowd atop a tower singing in unison before some faceless winged stone lion?
I can imagine it very well, Barnes. You say that these people are to throw themselves into the sea so that their god will have his due. But what is it about? What does this god seek?
That's the most preposterous part of this tale, and proves it to be pure myth and fancy. Even for the sake of argument, this ceremony could never have happened. In such ancient times, it would have been quite impossible to gather representatives from every nation on Earth and in one place.
I understand, Barnes. Humour me a bit more and please answer my last question. What would this Leviathan want from us?
Indeed, we would owe this creature our world. According to this, complete the ceremony and the collective sacrifice, invoke the demon, and he will arise and swallow the earth. Yes, Holmes, they sought nothing less than the end of the world. What nonsense!
Thank you, Barnes. I must leave now. Goodbye. The newspaper dating before our departure. Watson, find it. There was some article about the current alignment of the stars. This may tell us precisely how much time we have left.
But Holmes, surely you can't believe...
The newspaper, Watson. Find that newspaper. Look, Watson! The light is barely lit. This explains the shipwrecks and recent disappearances.
Holmes, if we do not find a place to land, and soon, I fear they will add our names to those poor souls lost in these seas.
Oh boy, well played. They're swan diving.
Oh my God! Holmes, look! The sea! It just swallowed him!
Lambs for the slaughter! Watson, we must stop this!
I say this picture is more ominous than most of this game.
It is sealed tight from the inside.
Okay, where did they fall? Sure, they did say that.
This way is too dangerous.
Sure, they may have said that they got swallowed by the sea. But honestly, I wager there is someone here. Okay, no one we can pick pockets from.
Watson, here are 3 geysers of seawater. We could do well to remember what McGrinty's man said before they slit his throat.
What? And what was that?
This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again. Watson, here are 3 geezers of seawater. We could do well to remember what McGrinty's man said before they slit his throat.
And what was that?
This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again. Watson, here are 3 geezers of seawater. We could do well to remember what McGrinty's man said before they slit his throat.
I don't care anymore.
This must be the place. You know my methods, Watson. Let's examine the soil closely.
What?
I need something.
Oh, okay, I see. There's another geyser.
Indeed, barrels of fresh water. Indeed, barrels. This rope is...
Think that's what we're looking for. Here we go.
I begin to think those pirate tales are more than mere superstitions.
You may well be right, Holmes. And about the ghost?
Who knows, Watson? Who knows?
Holmes!
Come on, Watson. We are men of science, aren't we? A real danger waits for us in this lighthouse, if we reach it. To reassure you, I will take the lead and go down first. Let's see. It seems to me it is rather an abrupt descent. How should we go about this?
Rope.
I must take care not to fall inside.
We must act quickly, Holmes.
Yeah, I got the
I
rope.
must take care not to fall inside.
There we go.
Holmes! Holmes! Can you hear me? Holmes! Are you all right?
Don't worry, Watson. I appear to still be in one piece. This rope is finished. But fortune is on our side, as the lantern is undamaged. This ground is unstable. I dare not take a step without the light.
Holmes! I will try to join you.
No, Watson, stay where you are. This rope is useless. We are quite separated, my friend. I will try to find the way to the lighthouse alone. Although, to be honest, I would feel much better with a weapon at my side. No, keep your pistol. It could discharge if dropped. Here now, I have an idea. Toss me that iron bar instead.
Watch out!
Watson, what rotten luck. It is stuck.
Holmes! I can't understand what you are saying!
I can barely make him out. Bad luck. The hole must be blocked with debris. From now on, I have only my wits to serve me.
All right then.
The only foe I could hope to beat with that is a serving of pudding, and even then only if it were lightly prepared. I need something.
Pudding. Could this be? Yes! We are at the end of the game.
Now it can't be used for anything. Now it can't be used for anything.
Oh, come on. You can still slice and dice with it.
Poor devil. Alcohol has killed him.
Wrong way.
Perhaps if I call out, Watson will hear me. Watson! I say there, Watson! No use, he can't hear me anymore. Unequivocally, alcohol has destroyed everything here.
He's so alcohol anti today. Kappa.
To fall into this crevice would mean certain death.
Can we take the plank? Guess not.
If I could move this rock, I believe I could go further. I need something.
Could it be...
If I could move this rock, I need something. If I could move this rock, I believe I could go further. I need something.
Need something longer.
Some of these bones have fossilized over time. I could use them as torch handles.
Oh. Are we going to throw this?
If I could move this rock,
Oh.
I believe I could go further. I need something.
Yeah, we need some rope so we can make a nunchuck. Kappa. Ah, here we can find it.
He liked his drink. Apparently too much. Ah, still some left. This drink twists a man's gut at least 95 degrees, and age has not improved it.
Oh.
This should prove useful.
Oh boy.
This will do nicely as a ladder.
Nice, I think that's everything. Let's try to use it as a ladder in order to move that rock.
Watson,
Okay. We cannot use a ladder there.
If I could move this I need something.
Yeah, let's put it down. Put it down! Okay, what have we missed? What? Oh boy, we missed something. Okay, not that crate. It should be a crate where we can open up. There we go.
Sails, sails, and more sails. They might serve as rags. We shall see. I can't do. These beams undoubtedly came from some structure overhead. Maybe something.
Oh.
Yes, there is something here. 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 Yes, there is something here.
Really?
I must find a way to move this without breaking it. Yes, there is something here.
Oh!
And there, it is done.
Okay, now we can put it down. I mean, why couldn't we put it down to begin with?
What have we here? A powder keg. It has been sealed tight, so the powder inside may still be of use. I cannot take this. It's too heavy. I cannot take this. I cannot take this. I cannot take this. I cannot take this. And there, it is done.
There we go.
The bomb is ready.
Ah. Okay, so we made a bomb. Let's see here. Are we supposed to use a bomb back here?
It is too dark in here. I must find a way to light this place.
There we go. Now let's go and blow up. Great.
I am still alive, but I have broken my lantern.
Okay.
It is too dark in here. I must find a way to light this place. It is too dark in here. I must... Watson! Watson! The storm no doubt drowns out my calls, but I need a light and only Watson can help me. I need something like a speaking cone. Watson!
What? Is that the ghost?
Watson! It's me, Holmes!
The ghost of Holmes? Whatever are you up to now?
Watson! Woohoo! Watson! Oh good, Watson, here you are, at last.
It is definitely me, Holmes. Don't worry, I am here at my post and steady as a rock.
Rather hard of hearing lately, sorry my dear Watson. Would you happen to have some matches on you?
Well, yes. Take these.
Thank you, Watson. You've done all you can. Now go and find some shelter from this storm. I believe I'm on the right path now.
No bother at all, Holmes. I will be close by. Just
Wow.
call out, and I'm your man.
There's a good man. Where would I be without my Boswell?
Bosmer? Kappa. Go. Now, let's make a save. Okay, good.
If I could move this rock, I need something.
Yes, you need a bomb. Kaboom! Oh man. We got that. Leather belts.
This lattice may be covered with rust, but it appears quite strong. Impossible.
Yar har har. Doodly dee. Oh, they get reversed. There we go. Oh. Hmm.
This isn't right. Perhaps if I...
Hmm. Oh, we can only turn it in one direction. Oh, that is correct. See.
And there, it is done.
What?
Impossible. And there, it is done. The most vulnerable part of this impossible. 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 This should prove useful. Impossible.
There we go.
And there, it is done. This well must empty directly into an underground river.
Let's make a save, just in case.
This well must empty directly into an underground river. This well must empty directly. This well must empty directly into an underground river. Yes, there is something here. To fall into this crevice would mean certain death. This well must empty directly into an underground river. This well must empty directly into an underground river. Nothing. This well must empty directly into an underground river. Nothing. Nothing. I need something. I need something. I need something. I need something.
We definitely want to... We need a rope. Good, good.
Closed tight.
Alright, pig leg.
Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door. Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door. Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door.
Do I lack some item? Do we need the leather? No, we will not get the leather.
Only a person with a wooden leg. Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door.
Yeah, we have the peg leg, so let's use it. Walk through. What? Equip the wooden leg and use it on the floor where there is a hole next to the footprint. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Only a person with a wooden leg. Only a person with a wooden leg should open this.
Uh-huh.
Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door. Only a person with a wooden leg. Only a person with a wooden leg.
This is so ridiculous.
Only a person with a wooden.
Yeah, we have our wooden leg here, but I cannot use
Only
it.
a person with a wooden leg should open this door.
Sherlock Holmes can't open up with peg leg.
Only a person with a.
Okay, cool.
The treasure was poorly concealed after all. Why, even a child could have serious
So
concerns.
that's how you did it.
Could this be a way back to the lighthouse? The treasure was poorly concealed after all. Why, even a child could have found it. Now we must move on to a truly magnificent piece, and in such good condition.
Good. Good, good. Got a sword.
I cannot leap across, as it is too far. Watson, where is my Boswell when I need him? I cannot leap across, as it is too far. Watson, where is my Boswell when I need him? I cannot leap across, as it is too far.
Yeah, but why don't you walk over here to that side?
Watson! Watson!
Here am I, Holmes! Did you find a way to reach the lighthouse?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. I need your help. Could you recover the mast of one of these shipwrecked boats and throw it through the fissure?
A mast, you say? Throw it through the fissure? I will do what I can, Holmes.
Hurry, Watson!
Hooray! Oh my god, we gotta hurry, we gotta hurry. It's no time. Hey, could I pick that up? Nope. Mast. Oh, come on. We can't even pick that up? Wait, are there maybe other destroyed boats? Okay, that might be enough. Perfect.
This light must come from inside the lighthouse. What is that ungodly stench? No time for speculation. I must lift this stone. Oh my God. These lamps.
I am very happy that... Oh my God! What sort of madman could...
If we are to find out, we must find a way to reach the top of the lighthouse. These lamps produce a lethal smoke. We must stop these fires, and quickly. A bucket and some water. Hurry, Watson.
We must act quickly.
Watson didn't pick up any, buckets and such. We have to do it as... The game tells Watson to do it, but Holmes gotta do it.
Indeed, barrels of fresh water. Indeed, barrels...
Yeah.
I shall take this. I must return to the light.
Here we go. Hopefully we only need to do this once and not go back and forth 3-4 times, Kappa.
Bravo, Holmes!
How clever you are, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. You discovered our trail and found this fool Arneson. Ah, my dear Arneson, please tell me, how is hand and all that goes on in his head? I am Ashmat, true believer of the great old ones. Tremble, fools! I will fill you with lead and then stuff you with octopus.
Stuff you with octopus.
Very interesting.
Bravo, Holmes!
Can I get shot?
Bravo, Holmes!
I think I can.
Nothing.
Hurry up, Holmes!
Yeah, but hurry how? This entire place is blocked. Really?
We must act quickly, Holmes.
Okay, there we go.
Bravo, Holmes.
Take caution. He is most certainly waiting for us upstairs. I will try to lure him into range, and this time take aim at his head.
Holmes, but I have no more bullets.
Then fate is against us, Watson. Unless, if his belief is his strength, perhaps it is also his weakness. I must find the place where I should write the sign of the great old ones in blood. I must find the place where I should write the sign of the great old ones in blood. I must find the place where I should write the sign of the great old ones in blood.
Here? No, but we cannot write here, huh? Great. Okay, so that's what they wanted. Another hidden object.
Here is the place. Now, to find some blood and draw the sign of the great old ones.
Oh, this is not considered as a blood source.
I must find the place where I should write the sign of the great old ones in blood.
Where? Oh.
I must find the place where I should... I must find the place... I need something.
There we go. What?
And there, it is done. Gnarth could Holland sillustige subala hor.
GG. Guess his faith was just too strong. Yeah, totally looked up. that sign.
It is locked. The only way in is to batter it down. It is locked. The only way in.
Yeah, so batter it down.
It is locked. The only way in.
Okay, where do we have it battering? Oh, there's the metal bar. Why didn't I see? Wow.
Your friend will have a hard time, and you too, my friend.
Hey, dirty.
Go on, kill me. You're too late. Nothing will stop the master from finishing his work.
And why is that?
The door is locked with a padlock, and as long as my friend's alive, you'll never have that key. He surely crushed your pathetic friend. Believe me, he's a better man in a fight than me.
Cease your prattle. Where is the key?
Here comes my friend.
Where is the key? Listen, you fool. What is the good of this great event if you lose your head and hands to a sword?
You're right, my dear. Anyway, you'll never get that key so long as my friend's alive. He has it deep and safe in his own... Oh, oh, oh!
Holmes, I am in time.
As always, Watson, as always.
I was quite fortunate. The fall broke the neck of my attacker, but I got off lightly, just some bruises.
I am happy to see you safe and sound. Now, we must reach the top of the lighthouse.
That's what I call a plot armor. Good, no items to pick up. Hopefully. One item. Important. Once you kill a security guard, quickly turn off the lighthouse so that the master's light replaces it. Oh.
The door is securely fastened and with a formidable lock. The man over there, or rather down there, he told me that while this Hindi was alive, I couldn't have the key. Now, where could he have hidden it? Your intentions are good, my dear Watson.
You do not think that he could have...
Yes, Watson, you once again grasped the obvious. He must have swallowed the key. I will have to...
No, Holmes. I am the doctor here, and we have little time. Sword?
I need something. Watson!
No! Oh, wow.
Holmes, at last here you are. Our informants did not lie. You are a most resourceful and cunning man. And you will have your reward, for you will be in the first box waiting his return. He is near. Can't you hear him? Can't you feel his breath? Leave them.
It is time to stop this madness, Lord Rochester. All those people sacrificed for nothing.
Flesh. Nothing but soft flesh.
Think of your mother. She never gave up. She always loved you, always searched for you.
A soft-fleshed creature with no more value than dust. My true mother is the deep
There you
blue
go.
abyss where my master awaits. He summons me to join the light of abyss. Join us, Holmes, and you will be part of the dream. Sing with me now. Sing!
Do something, Holmes. I won't be able to keep them back for much longer. And, my God, the sea is rising. Holmes, make haste, or we are lost.
Stand firm, Watson. There may be a way. The light. I found it. Hold fast, Watson. I must continue searching or all is lost. I need something.
Yes.
Impossible. Impossible. I need something. Impossible.
Bravo, Holmes.
Ah, no! No! Cast out this light! Continue the ceremony! Sing! We must sing!
You will never reach the end of your song, Rochester. Take heed as your choir is leaving. Come with me. This place is dangerous.
You don't understand, Holmes. He is here. He has come.
Rochester!
Oh,
I
no.
called you. You came. Take me. I belong to you. The world is yours. Oh, great.
What?
A singular destiny was the fate of young Lord Rochester. Those who saved him from drowning in those dark waters off the Indian coast served only to cast him into the true abyss, that of madness, a brilliant young man of noble blood whose intelligence was perverted to the service of appalling ancient rites. What did he see or envision that transformed him into such a beast? To bring all those wretched souls to the slaughterhouse like so many sheep, then assemble a confederacy of criminals and psychopaths like the sinister Dr. Gyjax, who used the sale of precious stones to ensure only the purest and most robust racial specimens were obtained for his purposes. Such men who would survive not only a long voyage imprisoned in the depths of a ship's hold, but the torture and drugs intended to hammer into their brains a sordid litany from the end of ages. Monster and genius, one and the same. Next was the discreet placement of his men in cities ideally located to secure representatives of every nation on Earth. Blacks and Chinese gathered in the Americas, the people of Oceania and Asia in London, Eastern and Central Europeans gathered in Switzerland. Their delivery timed to the exact moment and place dictated by ancient rites and a precise stellar alignment. Finally, to find the only building perched over the water, where the builder had the convenient caprice to install Egyptian statues and then to eliminate the lone occupant, taking their place by posing as their nephew and traditional heir to the post. Did genius create the evil, or evil the genius?
You are awake, Holmes?
Your moans got the better of my sleep, Watson. I assume you had the nightmare again?
Indeed, Holmes. And this time the memories of that dreadful adventure were so vivid and real. Everything came back to me, as if it were happening again.
All the better, Watson. It is because you had begun to forget. The best therapy would have been for you to write on the subject, but what we saw and endured must never be revealed.
True, Holmes. We have never even spoken on it. But do you believe that had we failed, if we had not arrived in time, if this strange ritual had seen its end?
Who knows, Watson? Who knows? But you speak of the past. What troubles me more is the future.
Whatever do you mean?
We eliminated, or have every reason to think so, a formidable threat to our society. But by doing so, we resurrected another, a hidden danger, one laden with hate and moved by vengeance, a ticking bomb, waiting. And a danger wearing a face I know far too well.
Oh, his arch rival. Or whatever it is. He escaped from the asylum, right? What an outro. Okay. This game was fun. Although, what?